Okay, I see 2KG. Hello. I am trying to share with you the format to send a letter to the editor. I included my name, my address, including my email address and the date, and then I put the address to where I'm sending the letter to the Charles City Press, and I included their address and their email address. Um, you could send this via email or you could mail this in the mail. And then I am writing about a topic that's important to me. If you had a topic that you felt you needed to share with the press, you wanted to share how you feel about something, you could do this as well. I bet the Charles City Press would love to see some letters from kids. I just decided to write about how great I think our town is. So I just wanted to have a little shout out about how fabulous Charles City is. So here's what I wrote. Dear editor, I think Charles City is a terrific place to live. We have nice schools and friendly teachers. We have great places to eat and shop. Neighbors are friendly. I always feel safe. We are blessed with responsible, caring police and firefighters, a lovely hospital, smart doctors, nurses, and EMTs. There is no better place to live. Yay for hometown pride. And then I signed it sincerely and then my name. So if I sent this to the Charles City Press, they might decide to put it in the paper. So if you want to send out a nice letter about how great Charles City is, or how proud you are of someone in town that you know, or anything that you feel like you want to share with the press, I think writing a letter to the editor would be a great way to exercise your writing skills. I would love to read some letters from you students in the Charles City Press. It would just be a really neat thing to see. A lot of adults will write about things that they care about, like when there is an election coming up. If there are matters in the election that they really feel strongly about, adults will write letters like that. I wrote a letter one time about somebody who did something nice, and then they got a little shout out like that in the Charles City paper. So it's just a nice way to share good news about your community. So that is the letter to the editor format. I also have a friendly letter. I wrote a letter to a teacher. I wrote a letter to Mrs. Masters. And this is just a friendly letter. I didn't really need to include addresses since it's not quite so formal, but I do have the date up there. And I wrote, I guess it's really just kind of one paragraph, it's just stretched out a lot. And I wrote to Mrs. Masters and I told her that I miss her, but I'm enjoying summer. And I said, it is really nice being away from all those children. But I put a little smiley face in there because I was kidding. I miss you. I miss all of the students. And I look forward to seeing you in the fall. And then I said, I hope you are enjoying some peaceful summer days of quiet and also getting to see your grandchildren. I told her then that what I've been doing. I cleaned my whole basement and now I'm working on the office. I bet your students miss you. See you soon. And then I signed it sincerely and then my name. If you wanted to send any of us a letter, I would love, excuse me, I would love to see it. And you could email it to us or you could put it in the mail and send it to us. I bet you if your parents looked, they could find our addresses and you could send us something. We would sure love to see it. Or maybe you have some family members that you'd like to send a letter to. It would be really nice to get a letter from you. I bet if you sent one to your grandparents or your aunts or your cousins or something, I bet they would keep it for a long time because they would love to have that memory of you sending them a letter. It makes people feel special when you write them a letter. So that's just kind of a friend letter format. And the other one was a letter to the editor if you want to give a little shout out about Charles City Pride. Maybe you need the address. If you want to email it, it's to the editor at charlescitypress.com. But like I said, you could put it in the mail that way too. So use those writing skills and share some things that you are positive about, some things that are nice news to share in a letter to the editor, or write a nice letter to a family member or a friend. and ask them questions like, what are they up to? And then tell some things that you've been up to. Put lots of detail in there. Make it a nice bunch of writing to make somebody proud.